We're gonna put Dell back before Tuesday because there won't be any cult tomorrow for reasons. We'll get into it tomorrow. It's a whole thing. I have a whole thing. Okay. I'm sorry your picture went missing.
Ooh. Mortals rose up against me and chased me down.
That VO is nice.
Led by demon hunters, wretched beings incapable of seeing the beauty of a corrupted world. My creatures.
Oh, these are cool.
Gave everything they had in the fight.
Look to return to my heavenly duties. No worries, Dell. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk.
Forced to leave the world of the living.
So yeah.
I returned to hell to survive. For years, I consumed fresh souls to regain my power.
This is us, by the way.
Numbers are fast diminishing. I cannot wait anymore. I must reclaim my rightful place. It is time to gather my forces.
I like this voiceover.
Those who signed a pact with me will do as I order. They will spread terror and corruption in my name. The time has come for my revenge.
I do want to let the VOs speak because it is very good and adds to like the ambience of the game. It just feels weird to like not be talking when I'm streaming. So we'll figure out how that works as we go along because I haven't done that many voiceover games yet. Welcome to the Fortress. From here you can launch adventures from the map of the new world. Look for food. Enjoy your food, Jess. Let us know what you're having. And I'm glad you enjoy your command. There's a bit of static going when I move, like with me? Or like with the game. I don't have any drop frames, so I'm just going to audio. Interesting. Oh, that's probably it. Ugh. See if that helps. Hopefully. It's a little weird. I gotta figure out what's going on with my audio and redo it. Okay. Read about servants of the chart. Okay. Alright, let me start this over. Welcome to the Fortress. From here you can launch. Yeah, audio is very hard. Maybe I have to gain up to. I don't know. From here you can launch adventures from the map of the new world. Read about your servants in the chart of disciples. Follow your progress on the altar of conquests. Okay. So, this is our disciples. Oh, so we start with only a few.
My influence is a mere shadow of what it was before. I must assemble my followers.
Okay.
I don't have many disciples left.
So we start with Bloody Mary. I'm not going to read that biography right now. That is way too much. Dracula. Oh, look at this design.
But not his cruelty.
I'm going to move me
His taste for the theatrical
for now.
Variety of bloody yet
And assume that this is correct.
That I never tire of watching.
I'm going to assume that this is correct for now. And I'll move it again if I need to. And I'm just going to move chat down into the corner. I want to put stuff on, like, in general, I'm not a fan of chat on screen, but I want to put stuff on YouTube. So if I'm reacting to chat, it leaves it a little bit better. So we're going to make that a decision that we talked about. But the audio, yeah, this is super pretty. Like, you can't see my mouse. Oh, yes, you can. Okay. But, like, this is pretty. And this is all the skills we can get. Cool. We'll read about those as we play, I guess.
The Headless Horseman,
Ooh.
who without pause decapitates the innocents who cross his path.
Also, the voice of Dracula.
Worthy of the
like,
legends of bygone days. What he doesn't know, of course, is that his head is here with me in the heart of my realm. His epic is far from over.
like the growl and just the grittiness that he chose for the voice actor, very, very good. So I assume that means I start off with only 3. If I go over here,
that reprobate Van Helsing. Not only did he humiliate me, he deprived me of my powers.
Makes sense. Van Helsing is one of the main enemies. This is artifacts, achievements, levels. Oh, so as we level up, this is how we unlock more characters. The White Lady, relics that, and so like any, I'm assuming, like any roguelite game, the stuff on this screen is going to be your meta progression. So the things that'll make you stronger as you go through the game. Hades vibes, yes, right? It's feeling it. So what are the characters we have? Hecate. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be cool. Okay. I really hope that I enjoy... There's more, too. I know there's more. I've only seen a couple of characters, but I definitely know there's more. Okay. I thought the name was pronounced Hecate. It is Hecate. It is absolutely Hecate. 100%. Hecate is their good twin that is not a witch at all. Don't mind me. I don't know pronunciations. Yeah, Hecate. Much better than I did in either option. It is what it is, dudes. It is what it is. Basing mine on Buffy. I think writer either knows or Sabrina, the Teenage Witch? Not Teenage Witch. Sabrina, the remake. That was good. I think it had Hecate in it. I don't remember. Map depicts the new world. The demon hunters put an end to your reign in this region 10 years ago. I'm here. It's here that you'll choose missions for your disciples in the quest to avenge you. Okay. The further you progress in the game, the stronger your adversaries become. Overall difficulty game increases. Standard roguelite things. For movement, your adversaries are weak. Take advantage of that and hit hard. Launch your first mission.
Many years ago, I was banished from the terrestrial plane by Van Helsing.
Oh, Van Helsing looks cool.
Since then, I have reigned over hell while
The Order of
awaiting the
Hecate.
hour
Yeah.
of my return. But things are changing. The souls of the deceased no longer descend into hell. Have humans become more virtuous? Or is there a new force conspiring to usurp my power? I recall into service my disciples, powerful beings who once made a pact with me. They can move freely in
You
this
might be
region
right, TJ.
called the New World.
It's tough to
where
say.
I was undone by Van Helsing. They will find him.
I really like how Van Helsing looks. That is super cool. Okay, so our goal is probably to defeat Van Helsing. So there are 6 others than the 3 we have unlocked. We're going to choose Bloody Mary because that's the only one that we have. And we're going to start with just the 3. I'm excited to use Dracula, to be honest. I don't know if the other characters, like, as part of the meta progression, are going to be much, much stronger. We'll find out. Let's see. You control a group of disciples and choose one to represent the group. You navigate the zone by choosing your route on the map. You complete the main activity in the zone before you can move on to the next quest. Got it. Okay. So I just run around. Are these houses have any quests? And it looks like the Headless Horseman is who's at the front. So no. Okay, so the activities will, I assume, always have this Ring of Fire. I think that's what it's trying to show me. That could also just be the tutorial. We'll see. Main activity. Complete this activity unlocks access to the following zones. Okay. Hey, Nunix. Welcome in, pal. How are you doing?
I become aware of the situation in the New World. The demon hunters have increased their hold on the population. They are everywhere, on the roads, in the villages, patrolling and imposing a summary justice. On the other hand, no one has heard of the 6 artifacts stolen from me by Van Helsing during our last confrontation. If he is using them, he does not boast of it. My attention is drawn towards a new religion. The Sanctualumen, as it is called, is increasing its hold on humans. My disciples decide to go to one of its sanctuaries in order to learn more.
Top quality streaming. How are you doing, Nunix? Welcome in. Welcome in. So it sounds like we have to do some stuff. I had a little thing onto the screen just because I do really enjoy this video and I kind of want to listen to it and I want to let you all listen to it. So This is a game you play as the devil, and we are trying to make our way through and defeat the final boss. It's a roguelite, so there's a lot going on. And right now we're playing as the first 3 characters available, which is Bloody Mary, Headless Horseman, and Dracula. And we have to do combats and stuff. I just got started, so I'm learning as I go what little I know. Okay. The book map shows zones and paths for 2 chapters. It also shows you special effects that might affect certain zones during gameplay. The first zone in each book is always a combat. Okay, so this is a combat. Book chapter. Event. Okay, and as we go up through, we're going to get to do stuff. I wonder if it's going to be more varied on not our first run. We can move up to the next area, which is going to be a combat. It's very pretty. The graphics, I know when I get into combat, the graphics are really nice too. Diabolic Essence is your main resource. If you run out, you lose. So we have like a meta health bar. Okay. This essence can be lost during combats or used to boost your influence over the mortal world. So you can spend your life to do things. That's interesting. Souls can be won during combat events. They can be traded to the Grim Reaper to obtain skills, increase the rarity of skills you already have, or obtain relics. So shopping. Didn't put the name that Rogue Lords would be a roguelike. It is a roguelike, yeah. As you accumulate events and combats, the terror you inspire grows. Okay, so we're trying to max that out, I guess. Each increase produces a terror effect at the zone's subsequent night and gives you advantages. Okay. For every 4 increases, you move up a notch, permanently improving your chance to obtain higher rarity skills, and you receive a relic. Okay, so this is anything similar to Slay the Spire. Relics are going to be power-ups that exist without me having to do them, like just constant aura power-ups. Let's try a combat. So we can choose how. This is cool. It looks like we can choose how we want to approach the combat in order to decide how hard it is, because if you look, it looks like we're going to get 2 combats here versus 1 and 1, and that'll give us different rewards. So it seems like early on this extra terror is more valuable, because according to that explanation we just got, more terror means better rewards. So if we put the terror up faster, in theory we'll get better rewards more quickly and ramp in power more quickly, but we have the danger of taking on a harder combat with less power. Hey Zam, how are you doing? Welcome in, pal. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everything is great in Zamtown. What else do we have? Set up an ambush, which is what the tutorial is telling us we have to do, and we'll get an extra skill. To the best of my knowledge, skills are like cards in other similar types of roguelites. That'll be interesting. Or you can just get some money. So let's do this like the tutorial is telling us. Beginning of each turn. Oh, that was cool. So they work some of the lore in. Bloody Mary just said, "I heard you, you called me 3 times. That's how you summon Bloody Mary." This game looks like time syncable. Yeah. Gonna go get some groceries. Grocery order's almost here. Perfect, Raider. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, at the beginning of each turn, your enemies announce the actions they're going to launch. It's very kind of them. You have 5 action points to share among your disciples. Okay. Once you've finished, your enemies play their announced actions and a new turn begins. Your enemies announce a new set of intentions. Pretty standard. So this gentleman is going to do 10 damage to Dracula, who only has 25 health. Select Bloody Mary. Okay, so this is interesting. I have multiple of the same skill. I wonder if that means there's a cooldown. Seal can only target the adversary with least HP. That's fine. Oh, because Bloody Mary is bloodthirsty. Okay. Can I look at everybody else? Not yet, because we're in the tutorial. And Curse Mirror. Recharge Mary's skill. Place the Curse Mirror on a target. Oh, does using a skill, like, make it unavailable? Oh, this art style. Oh, my God. I'm in love with this art style. Also, I think this is the best spot for me in terms of camera-wise. But maybe I should just put this... Whoa! Maybe I should just put this up here and just tweak myself down a touch more. Yeah. We'll call that good. That's a word. All combatants have 2 gauges of health, one physical and one spiritual. Inflicting physical damage reduces the number of health points. Inflicting spiritual damage reduces the number of spiritual points. Fair enough. To defeat the enemy, you must reduce their health points or spiritual points to total. So 2 separate health bars. So you can build a couple of different types of damages. And then inflict the same type of damage one last time to finish them off. Interesting. It's good now. Yeah, I wanted to be able to see Mary's health mostly. I mean, it's going to depend exactly on how I'm sitting, but I think this is good. Well, thank you, Nunix. Thank you. Okay, so Dracula. Recharge all the disciples' skills. Okay. I can't click Mary again. Okay, inflict 3 to 8 HP. Okay. So pretty. I love it so much. When you use... Oh, this is going to tell me what I need to do. Recharging skills. Okay. When you use a skill, you deplete its charge, and it can't be used again until it has been recharged. Each disciple possesses a recharge action that replenishes all of their skills. Okay. So we can't just make necessarily one super powerful unit. We're going to have to spread our power out a little bit. This is what I'm thinking. So that in a fight, we don't have to spend turns recharging if we can finish the fight quickly. Recharge actions vary from one disciple to another. For example, some have bonus effects that change their costs. Okay. Use your recharge action. Sure. Select Dracula. And now I'm out of action points. But, okay. And that gives me back a skill. It's a poor decision tutorial, but we will accept it. Select Dracula. Select Bleeding Heart. Can I just... not steal health instead, please? Health 4. Now this is vulnerable. When an enemy is reduced to 0 health points or 0 spiritual points, they do not die. You'll have to administer a death strike by inflicting damage on the same gauge. That is a cool thing to me. I've not seen anything like that. I wonder if they can still do their effects. Like, it seems like maybe they can. The disciples are also subject to vulnerability status, but they do not die when they receive a death blow. Instead, they consume diabolic essence to keep them alive so they can complete their mission. Okay, so disciple health bars buffer our life total. Got it. Like Bleeding Heart. Okay, kill. So I wonder if the skills recharge between fights.
Evil will not spread by itself.
Each type of activity has its own set of specifications, and at the end of each combat, you'll receive a reward depending on your choice of at the time of approach. Cool. I like that. It gives you a lot of like customization in how you build out your deck of characters, build out your game pieces. You will regularly have to choose between a choice of 3 elements during a reward phase. Choose one. Okay. Make your selection. So we can do an AoE, which seems like it might be very good. Reduce the impending attack. So this is going to be a defensive skill. Or we can lifesteal. Also shows how it levels up on the side, which I think is really cool. I think I'm going to take... This seems powerful to me. Just knowing what I know about how roguelites work. Having the ability to deal up to 10 or up to 16 damage to multiple enemies in one attack seems very good. It does have a high cost, but that's probably okay. So I'm going to take the Burst of Anger and put it in a slot. Where have you found this game? I got it on Steam. It recently came out like a couple of days ago, I think. It's on sale right now. If you like strategy games, I feel like this is a good one. If you don't, obviously it's going to be a pass. So the next zone is a Styx fountain, which seems like a bit of a waste, since as I understand, that's going to be our shop mechanic.
Go forth and plunge this land into chaos.
Some zones have an extra activity. It's optional and can be carried out before or after the main activity. Before or after. Okay. That's interesting. So we're going to launch the activity, which I'm assuming is a combat based on the icon. And I wonder if it's going to tell me. How do I... Okay. Oh, it does. Okay, so it is a combat. So let's launch the combat. I guess we will choose more skills. So these are tough. I'm assuming these are going to be tougher. I wonder if early text at the top is covering stuff. Okay. I just put it here. I just want it to exist in case people are hanging out and I'm not talking because Dracula is talking, or because the devil is talking. So what I'm wondering, obviously this is a tutorial and it's forcing me to make specific decisions, but I'm wondering if choosing this frontal attack option is going to be really good more frequently to power up the levels of skills that we're going to get as we go. But we're going to choose more skills and we're going to give it a try.
I'm sorry, but it seems your time has come.
Dracula is about to be hit with serious damage. I would like to prevent that. There are several ways to reduce inflicted damage, with skills that immediately diminish imminent damage, with statuses that protect your disciples, or negatively affect your enemies. That makes sense. So we're going to select Mary. Mary is bloodthirsty, which translates into physical skills that can only target the weakest adversaries. So Mary is going to be good for finishing things. I also wonder if that means Mary, if the enemies can block, say set a defender that forces me to attack, which is a mechanic in games like this very frequently. I wonder if Mary is going to be able to negate that by being forced to attack the weakest enemy in a group. We'll find out as we play. Mary also possesses a mirror that she places in front of the enemy of her choice when she recharges. Once the mirror is in place, all skills she plays are reproduced in the mirror's target. Okay. I don't know how that works, but we're going to do it. So we're going to select an enemy for the mirror. Dracula's still taking 25. That's a lot of damage. Twist of Fate. Reduce the impending attack by 2. Effect of skills. Okay. So, are these all skills? So does she just get double attacks? Is that what's happening? The effect of skills that Bloody Mary uses on enemies are replicated in the enemy in the mirror. Okay. So yes, it reduced it by 4. Oh, okay. So Mary has like very serious combo potential. I'm pretty excited about that. Double strike. Basically a double strike. Yeah. Select stabbing. I would like to not select stabbing, but since you're forced to be, I will. Does she do go again? No. So she did only stab once. So is there a way to tell what a skill is? I'll check in the next turn. So Dracula took less damage. Is not dead. Also, Dracula's health recharged between fights. I feel like that's important. 10 times 30. Headless Horseman is a battle-hardened soldier who can take blows and dish them out. He gets reductions in damage and provocation status. That would be a taunt, I'm assuming. That allow him to redirect attacks to himself. When he suffers damage, his bitterness increases. At its maximum, bitterness enables him to launch extremely potent skills. Select the Headless Horseman. Select Unguard. Provocation and Shell. Shell reduces damage, so Shell is a block effect. Got it. And we'll target the Headless Horseman. Certain effects allow you to apply status to a character. These have a number of charges, or a duration in turns. If they have charges, they lose 1 charge each time they are triggered. They have a duration. They can launch several times for as long as they are active. There's 6 statuses: enchantment, protection, cure, maneuver, control, and weakness. A character can hold only 1 status of each type. Another status of the same type is applied. It replaces the first. If the duration number of charges changes. Okay. Got it. So we now have a shell, which has 1 charge and a provocation. I want to select this. Select slash, select an enemy. Bleeding would. Oh. So because this character has a bleed applied, it will now die on... But I have a point left. Game! Game make me make bad plays. Okay. But it didn't die to bleed. Okay, so it dies after it moves. So bleed happens after it moves. That dealt 9 to everybody. Dracula is a leader of men and was once a bloodthirsty warrior. He has earned his longevity by being extremely cautious in potentially deadly situations. His experience has given him a number of skills that benefit his whole team. But when he becomes vulnerable, the warrior reawakens and some of his skills become devastating. Oh. So Dracula is stronger by being half dead. Select Bloodlust. Select Dracula? Go into devil mode. Why?
You want something done right.
Oh.
Do it yourself.
Devil isn't held back by the same rules as mortals. He can cheat the interface. This allows him to modify the health point and spiritual point gauges, recharge skills, move statuses around, limit only powers by their cost and diabolical essence. Okay. One of your devil powers allows you to move statuses between combatants. So grab one of the combatant status under his HP and drag it under the gauges of the combatant you want to give it to. Okay. Give the status to Dracula. What am I trying to give to Dracula? Move Martyr's status to Dracula.
Reality is but a toy to
Oh. Slide the health point bar to 0. I can just kill stuff with my health? Oh, cool.
limit to my power is my imagination.
Okay. Cool.
It's not over yet, mortal. The most severe
That's cool.
awaits you.
So now I'm taking damage, I assume, there. When a disciple is vulnerable and is about to suffer damage, the devil protects it at the cost of as many diabolical essence as the inflicted damage. Yeah, so diabolical essence is my life total. So I can use my life total to affect the battle. I'm feeling some enjoyment coming from this game. This is exciting. If a disciple is not vulnerable and about to suffer more damage than its current HP or SP, the damage surplus is cancelled. Oh, that's cool too. However, an attack hitting several times counts as mini damage applications and can consume essence.
If you
Okay.
don't hurry up with carrying out my orders,
Finish the
you
fight
shall
by your
feel
own
my
means.
wrath.
Okay. So I would like to steal HP. Do I have any ones?
I'm listening, Master.
What game are we playing?
7 to 12, that might kill.
Who should I kill?
9. That sets it to vulnerable. Someone loves Dark Knight in classic tactics. I really like Dracula. Same. I'm really enjoying Dracula.
Humans are such
Okay.
frail creatures.
So that wasn't too bad.
With that, the humans will finally submit to
Skills
my
have 3 rarity levels: ordinary, wicked, and demonic. I'm sorry, that's cool. Like, I was expecting, like, you know, like epic and legendary, because obviously, but no. Ordinary, wicked, and demonic. Fucking cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay. When you obtain a skill for the 3rd time. Oh. Triples. Oh. Okay. So you get triples, you get a power up. Gain a skill for the 3rd time. The 3 fuse together, form a skill with the next level of rarity. Afterwards, you'll discover a skill. Afterwards, you'll discover a skill with a higher rarity for the same disciple. Oh. So that's cool. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take Bleeding Heart for Dracula here because it only takes 1 point. and power Dracula up. So I assume okay, it just does it. So now I have a higher level one. We're going to put in a slot. I apparently have to choose that slot. Whatever.
I am pleased.
And then I discover another
Take them.
level 2 skill. Okay. That's cool. This seems decent. Decomposition. At the beginning of the end of the turn, lose 4 to 10 HP. So for 2, I can inflict 18 to 22 damage and make the opponents lose. This is powerful. Survival instincts. Does that mean I have to be in weaken mode? I'm going to take this Fury because I feel like it's strong, and we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Now I still don't have much in terms of money, but let's take a look. Click to move to the next step. You can smell the noxious waters of Styx even before you see the source. Observe the scene to gather information. I'm covering up subtitles when I'm down here, but that's okay. Waters of Styx bubble up in the form of fountains at certain spots spread around the world. You can use the waters to regenerate your diabolical essence, purge your disciples' negative traits. Just learned that disciples can get negative traits. You can only withdraw energy from the source one time. Your disciples assemble around the altar, awaiting your orders.
Nothing like the vile
Oh, so this is not the shop. So now we can heal. 20 diabolic essence. Diabolic essence enables you. Yeah, that's my devil power. That's our health. So we get 20 health back. Off to an event. Now we get to learn about what events do. Cool.
This forest isn't so terrifying.
Launch
Not
activity.
yet.
Oh, I have to go close to the house. Okay, let's see. Main activity. Complete activity unlocks access to the following area. Choose a disciple to pass social tests and receive associated traits at the end of the event. At least these characteristics can be encountered in the event. Ruse and scare. Hey, Rainbow, welcome in. Professions to the devs to design dead space into UIs for cameras. Right? There's no dead space at all, depending on what I'm doing, because there's subtitles at the top, and then there's subtitles at the bottom, and enemies are over here, and the allies are over here. Doesn't matter where I sit. It's not a good idea, so we're just going to sit in this corner and call it square. How are you, Rainbow? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We are being evil in the world, and I'm using a little bit of my narrator voice as best as I can, and we're going to go figure this stuff out. So how do I know what... Oh, by hovering. So it tells us in the event that ruse and scare will be options. And if we look at Dracula, Dracula has 4 ruse points and 3 scare points. I assume that that's relevant. The Headless Horseman is much more scary and about the same with ruses. And Bloody Mary is just very scary and very sneaky. Fair. So these, I assume, relate to Hearts Thank You. I must have missed something for yesterday. I must have missed something, but thank you for whatever you did. Thumbs up. I'm glad you're doing well. Glad you're doing well. How is your week? Do y'all have a Monday off like we do in Canada over in the Europes? So this is making me choose him, but we could potentially choose other characters based on what we think would be a good option. See, your disciples stumble up on a young man shooting a straw target with a crossbow. He's startled when he notices them and points weapons in your direction. Fair. You are... I recognize you. My master told me about you. You're the devil's emissaries, indeed. Going to annihilate you and become a legend in my own time. That seems unlikely, child. That seems extremely unlikely. I'll be the greatest demon hunter ever. Unlikely. Despite his boasting, the kid can barely hide the fact that he's shaking in his boots. Much more likely. You could almost feel sorry for him, but his naivety annoys you. There will be a way to use him to your advantage. Observe the scene to get more information. He'd already fancied himself the new Van Helsing, even though he never looked evil face until a few minutes ago. Time has come to let him taste your secret horrors only you know. Click on interactive element. Click on the kid. Headless Horseman looks the kid up and down suspiciously. As events unfold, you'll have to make choices that influence how the story progresses and the rewards you'll receive. Certain actions or social tests, passing them depends on your disciple's characteristics. That makes sense. The actions that require a test have greater potential, but unless you cheat, you take risk of failing them. Cool. Currently getting ready for sleep on one of my best friend's sofas because she's getting married tomorrow. Oh yeah, you had your hen party a little while ago. We don't have Monday off as a country, but I'm off on Monday. Yo, everyone's getting Monday off. I'm here for it. Hopefully you have a good wedding tomorrow. Those can be a lot of fun. If you feel up to it and you want to show off how fancy you're dressed up, we have Discord full of selfies, and we love to see people looking wonderful. Feel free to jump in. So I can use devil mode. Slide the gauge to 100, which cost me 5 points.
The dice were loaded from the start.
And now I'm guaranteed to terrorize the apprentice. Cool. That's cool. Headless Horseman infiltrates the apprentice's mind and makes his worst nightmares come true. Yeah, might post as a treat. A little bridesmaid selfie as a treat. I'm here for it. I'm here for it, Rainbow. Let's see. Headless Horseman infiltrates the apprentice's mind and make his worst nightmares come true. Shadow creatures begin crawling the ground around him and all over his skin. Creepy. Anything goes when it comes to accomplishing your mission, even magic. More! I want to see more. Bloody Mary is here for stuff. Soldier's duty to master all the weapons in his arsenal. So, Headless Horse receives the following trait. +1 temptation, +4 maximum spiritual points. Bloody Mary receives the following trait. +2 stealth, +4 max health. Headless Horseman receives the following trait. Okay, so more occult and more max health points. So we got 3 rewards. Interesting. Sometimes your disciples sometimes react after some social test, depending on their temper. Each disciple has more or less chance to react positively. Reaction can only involve the disciple who just passed the test or be a conversation with another member of the team. Okay, so because we had a conversation with Bloody Mary, it seems like we get traits for both, and then for passing the test, we get our traits. That's what it looks like. Reactions generate a trait for at least one of the participants, either positive or negative, depending on the reaction's nature. Got it. This is really cool. We're just getting through the tutorial, Tiny. Also, welcome in, my friend. Happy to see you here. Graphics are pretty. Game is pretty. Mechanics are very interesting. I'm in a vibe. I'm in a vibe. My voice hasn't left this volume for like 25 minutes. Livid with terror, the apprentice hunter tries to kill them. Fair. But they are only illusions, can't even touch them. Finally, he falls to the knees before your disciple. Have pity, make it stop, I'll do whatever you want. He is a Headless Horseman's mercy, what should we do with him? Okay, so we can make more decisions at events. Force him to betray the other demon hunters. Want to hear someone breaking TV show news that will make you feel old? I don't, but I do. So, like, yes, but also I don't want to feel old, but also, like, yes, I want to hear the news. Headless Horseman explains to him that the only way to make a creature disappear by killing other demon hunters he knows. Oh, didn't get my delicious crackers. Oh, no, that's horrible. Without a second hesitation, Prince takes off running for the closest demon hunter refuge. It won't be long before the souls of the cursed upstarts are among your subjects. That 70 show is getting in. Oh no. Oh. This is time. It's
Daddy, chill.
It's time for the button. This is a perfect button for that moment. Holy fuck. I'm going to relate to that show so hard, but ooh, we old. We out here being old. That 90s. Oh, that hurts my soul.
Souls
Vice. That's a lot, probably.
Very useful.
So, souls, to the best of my understanding, are money, currency for shops in this game. Let's find out what happens. Brawny, +3. Oh, and this is our... I'm confused. Big Sad. How are you... What is? Oh, there we go. How are you? It's a big set. How are you doing? Yeah, okay. I caught up. My brain was not figuring out what was happening. Traits are permanent, affect social combat characteristics of the disciple who's obtained them. Your disciples can also receive negative traits if they fail social tests or show negative reaction during events. Negative traits can be purged in the Fountains of Styx. Open the spellbook. The main page of the spellbook shows you the current state of each of your disciples, including skills, combat characteristics, traits, and relics. Okay. Turn to the second page of the spellbook. On the second page of the spellbook shows you relics you possess that are not linked to specific disciples, and the details of your demonic powers. Add or subtract HP. Add or subtract SP. Remove vulnerability status from a combatant. Oh, so that's how I can heal. Move a status or swap two of the same category. Recharge a skill. Add or subtract 30% chance on a social test. Create a portal. Replace one secondary activity with another. Oh, you can do a lot in here. Oh, there we go. Headless Horseman. Oh, and we have 3 positive effects now. Okay. I'm making it. Just got done installing Papple's new cooler on their lunch break. I take it Papple's PC was having issues. I was not able to catch too much of the stream because I was at work. But I hope that their computer is okay soon. Move to the next zone. Grim Reaper. Sell your souls to the Grim Reaper. Yeah. This is our shop option. This is going to be, I guess, the last portion of the tutorial. Main activity is going to the shop. The secret meeting place hidden from mortals. Your disciples meet the Grim Reapers. Time to do some business. Numerous eyes observe you from underneath the Grim Reaper's hood. You have no idea what he does with all the souls he collects, but as long as he respects the deals he makes with you, it's not your concern. That's beautiful. Watch their VODs. I got 1 out of 5 ads on a VOD. There's so many ads on the VODs. I was watching Candace.
All those innocent souls I harvested will finally be of
yesterday. I'm not sure. Last time I watched Candace, I wasn't subbed because I had to cancel a bunch of subs for financial reasons. Anyway, and I got so many ads. Every like 20 minutes. It was wild. Thanks, their CPU temps were starting to run high. Given that they had the same cooler I had, we assumed the cooler might be going. Decided to go ahead and replace it. That's fair. Thoroughly overwhelmed with all the choices this game's bringing. It's a lot, TJ. I'm wondering how much of it will become second nature-ish once we get into playing. It seems deep, which is good because I'm looking for something that's going to keep my attention for a while, that I specifically want to stream. I want to stream some strategy game stuff, so this works. Hoping this is going to hold my attention for the month. So far, so good. There's a lot going on. Definitely do be upping the ad amounts. Roughly 10 ads per hour I've seen sometimes. There's a lot going on. Grim Reaper offers you skills and relics in exchange for souls. That's our shop. Fair enough. You can also increase the rarity of your skills you already possess, but to do so, he needs to keep the skill until the next time you meet him. Oh. I wonder if the response to a lot of creators subs elsewhere. If so, glares, yeah. I'm anecdotally noticing a correlation with viewership. As in, like, higher viewership, more ads, or lower viewership, more ads, because that sucks. Also, I hope y'all aren't getting, like, a shitload of ads. Okay, buy a skill. How do I... Okay, so I can just purchase a skill. So I'm probably going to focus on getting these 2 triples then. So let's buy this triple. So now we're going to have a level 2 stab. Just go in a skill slot. And I should get another skill. Yeah.
Trinkets. You'd better find a use for them.
Steal a maneuver. I don't know what a maneuver is, depending on where the adversary is weakest. Oh, and this can do both types of health. Higher viewership equals more ads. Yeah. I hate it so much. I get it, but I hate it. So remove protection. Remove a protection. Also, I'm wondering why this says mastery on it. Oh, the skill costs 5 bitterness to launch. So I have to grow the bitterness with a horseman to be able to launch that skill. Versus I can just launch this skill. I don't remember how to grow bitterness. We'll have to figure that out. Inflict 2 times 10 or 6 to 60. This is a huge bomb of damage. Bleeding is 5 to 8 HP. I'm going to go ahead and take opening for now. And put it in. Buy a relic. I would like to read what... I mean, I guess I have to buy a specific one, but... just drink unsweetened coffee? Oh, bitterness. Yes, right. Yeah. No, I don't know that that's the answer, but I like it. Okay. Hey, Radu. Welcome in. How are you doing? I feel like this might be a very Radu game. It's a strategy game. It's a roguelite. There's a lot of decisions. But it's nice to see you, pal. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everything is well in Radu land. So this begins with 2 haste. I don't know what haste is. I assume it's some sort of speed. Even more than skill, relics are powerful assets to help you progress, though you can be obtained from the Grim Reaper and during certain events. Surest ways to get them is by defeating elites. It's pretty standard. Holder begins with 2 haste. Okay. The only way to upgrade the rarity of a skill is to leave it to the Grim Reaper. The skill you leave will not be in your disciple's inventory, which is very, very cool. Work's done now. Better now. How's you? I'm doing really well. We're having a good time. We're chilling. We're playing a new game. Trying to play some strategy stuff. I want to play some more strategy games on the channel, and this is kind of Halloween themed, so we're vibing. We're having a good time. You could find a reminder that skill X minimap. The Grim Reaper will return the upgraded skill to you at the beginning of your next visit. I don't want to upgrade a skill, but I guess I will. So what is game? Okay, it's being blocked. I can't tell what it does. I can't like fully tell what it does. Okay. 2 to 10, 16. Tea is good. Tea is always good. Tea is always good. What kind of tea do you have? You always have good tea. This tosses a ton of bitterness. Let's mushroom tea. I know Ratty likes a good mushroom tea. I kind of want to get an epic skill. So what if I just upgraded this? What if I just did that? And now I'll have an epic skill for the Grim Reaper. I don't know. I have 200 money. I want... Dang tutorial. Dang tutorial making me make bad decisions. Epic reaping. Was that the name of the skill? I wasn't really paying attention, not gonna lie. Go to the sanctuary. Okay, so chapter 1. So we're into the main game. I wonder if I'm gonna have to do that tutorial after every run, or if it gets harder in the future because I'll have less skills. How do I get up there? Okay, so the only activity in this area is the one book chapter. Main activity. Complete the activity unlocks access to the following zones. And I can do combats. Okay. Got it. Got it. Do you have anything fun planned for this evening?
Illumined sanctuary, and determined that it has well and truly replaced the old religions. Priest and warrior monks trained to fight the creatures of the night. Vampires and werewolves rot in silver cages. My disciples swoop upon this new enemy, and soon lifeless bodies litter the sanctuary's floor. A handful of survivors are charged with spreading the word of my return. We then leave for the last known bastion of Van Helsing.
I like very specifically when the devil says Van Helsing. You can hear the voice actor, the veritone, hatred, the way he just spits it out, like spits it through his teeth. It's so cool. So that just gives us a chapter. Okay, so I can choose an event, combat. This is the Grim Reaper. I would like to go get my skill back, and this is the last boss for this area. So I would like to get my skill back. So we're gonna go to the right, and I'm gonna go to the combat to take another skill. Is the plan. So I feel like going to the Grim Reaper is the best idea, so we can get our skill back. So I'm gonna go this way and go up to the final combat. Perfect, and the little map here highlights. That's very convenient. Back from food. What did you have, Jess? Partner's cousins come by for the weekend, so I'm going to hang out this weekend. That sounds like a fun weekend. That sounds like a fun weekend.
Their time is counted.
Humanity's rising gets you the following effects: 2 zones in 2 nights. On arrival to the stone, one of your disciples receives a random negative trait. Of course. You know, I wish it told me that. Maybe it didn't matter, but I kind of wish it told me that before I went this way, because then maybe I wouldn't have. Jambalaya. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Open the map. Use devil mode to cheat and avoid this threat. What? Create a... No!
The dice were loaded
I
from the start.
don't want to. Can I still do this? I wanted to go get my ability back. Okay, this is just part of the tutorial. We won't have to worry about that in the future. But that's annoying. That was a strong ability.
I'm terribly sorry, but it seems your time has come.
Okay. Tutorial being mean. Tutorial makes you make a lot of bad decisions. So
Mirror, mirror, who shall die tonight?
I would like you to shell for yourself. That is, each time the Headless Horseman suffers damage, increase the charge by 1. Okay, so the Horseman is trying to tank. And that's how we get our bitterness. And then we have health regen. That's very, very good.
What game are we playing?
So I have 1 point. Right, and this was the plan. I want to reduce our damage. And then next turn, we're going to start dealing some. So the Horseman's going to take a little bit of damage here. And that's fine. Dracula has a very powerful stab. Oh, this is very strong. This enemy is much stronger than the previous enemies. What is it doing? Preparing to apply a bonus. Click some decomposition. And some bleeding. We're pretty strong with our different abilities. Oh, wait. Where did I overwrite the decomposition with the bleeding? No. Let's see what happens. So it bled. It bled out. But where'd the decomposition go? Unless... Not sure. Should be able to kill this turn, right? Oh, that's not very much damage at all. 6. Do I have a 1 available? No. I don't. So Dracula's going to take 18 damage, but that's fine. That's unavailable. Oh! It attacks twice. It's a double attack, so it kill. Oh.
With these offerings.
Okay.
Take them.
I think I'm going to level up Mary here so I can get another powerful skill for Mary. And we're not currently focused on SP damage, so let's do that. I think that makes a lot of sense. So we're going to give that a try and see how that works out for us. We get a level 2 skill for Mary, which I said the names were cool and then forgot what they
Evil
were
will not
already.
spread by itself.
conclusion. Use the skill ends your turn. Okay. Lunatic Strike. Complete the skill with the lowest AP cost. Oh, so this makes things complete faster. But does a lot of damage for a single attack. So let's take this. And we're going to hope that that works. And, oh, maybe I... Do I have to take the portal? Oh, maybe I don't have to take the portal. I don't have to take the portal. It just made me set it up. So I'm going to get a negative thing here.
Able to survive the fetid vapors of this swamp.
-1 physical damage. That kind of sucks. But I can remove it before the boss, so that's kind of okay. Let's do this extra activity. We need ruse and occultism. Not very ruseful. Might be... Let's take Dracula. I guess it's also worth wondering like which abilities you're going to get. They enter the Great Elder's Cemetery. Your disciples notice something strange. A huge pile of corpses. They come closer to examine the mystery. The gravedigger calls out to them. Coming to drop off a body, walk right back and put it back in a common grave. This damn white plague ravaging the countryside. I don't have any space for new residents, so it's a full grave. The worst part is all these plague-infected bodies don't rot. Yikes. There has to be some dark magic at work in there somewhere. I'm sure of it. I'd give anything to be rid of all these bodies. Gravedigger isn't joking when he says the cemetery is full. There are more tombstones than there are trees in the forest. The graves are so full that each one forms a small burial mound. Wow. That's a lot. Pile of corpses includes men, women, young and old. Seems the epidemic spares no one. They're all pale as ghosts, as if they've been drained of all their blood. That's why it's called the White Plague. Fair. Gravedigger looks nervously at your disciples. It doesn't give me anything. Make a pact. Gravedigger's anxiety is palpable. You offer to help him solve the problem in exchange for his soul. I'll sign all the pacts you want if it'll help me get rid of these corpses. That is a desperate gravedigger. Summon grave robbers. Or awaken the dead. Interesting. Soul, as if his soul were already yours. The only thing left to do is figure into the bargain and empty the cemetery of its residents. I'm going to awaken them.
Let's get down to
because I think that's funny.
my power is absolute.
Awaken the dead. Dracula forces the dead to rise from their graves so he can lead them out of the cemetery. You're already delighting in the ravages his army of phantoms will soon provoke. That's one way to empty a grave. Relieved that he doesn't have to deal with the bodies, the gravedigger signs your pact. Thanks to this new servant, the souls of the dead who are buried in the cemetery will be added to your might.
Fresh soul.
Cool. Free money. Terror effect appears in all the zones in a line, and depend on the type of zone they infect. Each terror effect increases your terror gauge by 1 point for every 4 points gained. Okay, we know that. Following effects affect the zone in 2 nights. Upon arrival of the zone, you'll receive 60 souls. Cool. So we can make stuff happen in the future. There's a lot going on here. Okay, let's go talk to our pal, the Reaper. I would like my ability passed. Secret. Okay, so it's the same text, so I'm not going to reread it. As agreed, I infuse the souls you gave me into the skill opening. Its strength has been granted, is multiplied. The harvest was good. The skill opening now possesses a very little demonic.
Simple mortal trinkets.
Oh, I can just change my mind.
For them.
This seems strong.
The conductor of souls finally deigns to show himself. Don't make him wait.
If I can get more relics. Let's see. You obtain a wicked copy of Unleash the Beast. As long as Dracula is vulnerable, apply 1 dodge. Dodge evades the first loss of HP. That's pretty cool. That seems good. This is just a regular relic. Oh, this is like a healing. When I get this, I get 20 HP back. That could be good. Combat begins, mirror places the mirror on a random enemy. That seems good. So I just get a free mirror replacement. Saves me 2 SP. We're going to take the mirror replacement. I don't think I want any of these skills right now. Suffers. I assume that means I hurt myself, which means that's how I could generate bitterness, maybe? A lot to pick from here. Can I get both of these? 94 and 66. I cannot. So do I want one dodge for Dracula or do I just want to heal? I'm going to heal 20 life. Normally I don't think healing is super worth it in these games, but I'm going to heal the 20 life and increase my max so that when I go and restore my health up here in the future, I won't have to restore my health. I can just take removing the negative effect from Dracula, because I would like Dracula not to have a negative effect.
This town is repulsive.
Okay.
I'd love to watch it burn.
Let's kill the town. So I can get 2 skills. Set up terror effect in one night. So I set up a terror in one night. In theory, I think that means that I would get 2 terrors tomorrow night. It's not going to be useful for this, so I'm just going to take skills. We're going to see how it is. That's true. Given how useful life is, it's kind of like restoring mana of sorts. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so they're trying to deal me fear damage. You might be right, yeah.
Who should I kill?
Oh. Oh, that was useless. Got it.
What game are we playing?
That was useless. Okay. I see what I just did. You know, what? Confused. Okay.
What game are we playing?
Said 2, right?
Dirt taste. Oh, you're going to love it.
So oh my god. So I use Mary's ability and hit this enemy, and because this one has the mirror, they both got smacked. So now if I stab this, do I have a... I can do it again? Because the mirror recharged it. Oh my god. That was strong.
Take everything you can.
Wow. That was extremely powerful. Can I look at my champions from the screen? Or do I just have to remember what I have? Don't see a way to do it. But that was like a ton of damage. Holy heck. I would like to maybe give Mary another ability. Deal 4 to 6 HP, 4 to 6 SP. That ends my turn. Vocalization. Applies alteration of 2 per charge of bitterness. Alteration reduces target's base damage before multiplying or dividing until the start of the next turn. Okay. But I think you might be right, TJ. I think that it's very possible that I'm going to take this and put it in this empty slot. I should have taken Mirror Strike, I think. It's very possible that healing is definitely stronger than normal because of how you can just manipulate the battlefield to do stuff.
What a charming valley.
Current zone is under... Okay, so I receive
My
60
disciple.
souls and 1 point of terror. No bonuses, so we'll go here. And I'm going to remove Dracula's weakness. No noxious water sticks. Can only use it once, that makes
Waters
sense.
of the sticks offer invincibility.
And we're going to get rid of Dracula's trait because I would like to not be weak. So now I have to go fight a boss. Okay, I got it. You reach the boss of the book. You have to do is defeat it. Just like the red threats, there will never be secondary objectives. in these zones. Secondary objectives. Okay. The book will always finish with the following combat. Each book has its own boss. Let's fight the boss, shall we? Let's see how the boss goes.
I guide my disciples to Van Helsing's lair. He is there, surrounded by his men. He is waiting for us. The news of my return does not seem to have shaken him. And so battle is engaged.
Okay. This takes us in.
Van Helsing. Finally we meet again.
Looks so
Prepare
cool.
to suffer an eternity of torment, mortal.
He has 9,999 health. That's so much health. Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds. I gotta do a quick bio. I will be right back, friends.
What are you doing, imbeciles? Your prey is escaping. What are you waiting for? Clear away this vermin.
Yeah, also I'm back, but I expect that you're correct that this fight will be unwinnable. It's currently going to basically one-shot all of my allies, so like if you look at this right now, I'm basically dead. Also, they were painting Van Helsing as like the major big boss, and there doesn't seem to be a way.
I don't like this situation.
How much does this cost
Let's
me?
change it.
Oh, I gotta go the other way. I could just kill this, and then I won't die, and I get to see one more phase. The voice was talking shit. Oh, was it? That's cool. Because I was sitting there doing nothing. The mirror is on. Okay, so let's...
What game are we playing?
Wait. Oh, I'm limited in who I can pick. That's right. I can just... The skill is powerful. So, it... Cool. And now it's lowered itself. Okay, let's see what happens. That was a lot. That was a lot of damage. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is a kill for free. Look at the damage. He's dealing me 240 damage. Okay, I must be meant to die, right?
Who should I kill?
That's an AoE? Can I...
Forge the world in my image.
Please? I'm dead. I'm super dead. Okay. Here we go. That would be only cost 2.5 thousand health out of 70. Yeah, seems fine.
Van Helsing brushed them aside with the swipe of a hand. What a humiliation. The growing influence of the Sanctuary Lumen has sapped my strength. I order my disciples to retreat towards a location from where we shall launch a different kind of attack.
Cool. So defeat. I feel like that was a mandatory defeat.
A formidable weapon for my disciples.
Unlock skills. Relics will appear in the following books. Okay. Return to the Devil's Lair. Let's see what happens. You finished the tutorial. Congratulations, we did it. Even now